Welcome and good morning. Today we embark in a meaningful journey to unravel the profound significance of Bataan to the NMSU Bataan Battalion. Join us as we delve into the heart of this historical narrative, exploring the reasons why Bataan holds a special place in the core of our identity and purpose. I would like to take a moment to introduce ourselves. I am Cadet Lara.
I'm Cadet Villa.
I'm Cadet Vargas.
I'm Cadet Haven.
I'm Cadet McCurry.
I'm Cadet Mark.
And I'm Cadet Lujan.
This is our agenda for today's presentation. I will give you guys a few seconds to look at what we are going to be covering today. ROTC, or the Reserve Officer Training Corps, is a vital program that shapes the leaders of tomorrow. It's not just a training ground for a transformative journey for college students aspiring to become lieutenants in the U.S. Army, offering scholarships and a plethora of opportunities. ROTC provides financial support and opens doors to a world of growth and development for cadets. As they progress through the program, cadets engage in activities beyond traditional classroom learning. These activities include leadership labs, field training exercise, and participation in events like the Bataan Memorial Death March, instilling in them the skills and values necessary for effective leadership. The ultimate goal of ROTC is to mold college students into confident, capable lieutenants, ready to serve their country with honor and distinction. So, stay tuned and we'll explore how the NMSU Bataan Battalion navigates this transformative journey, ensuring our cadets emerge as strong, capable leaders prepared for the challenges that lie ahead.
It all began on December 8th, 1941, one day after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Japanese forces initiated their invasion of the Philippines with amphibious landings on the northern shores of Luzon. By December 22nd, General Douglas MacArthur was forced to declare Manila an open city to spare it from destruction and withdrew his troops to the Bataan Peninsula. On January 7th, 1942, Japanese forces began their assault on the main defensive line of the Bataan Peninsula. After 4 months of hard fighting, which had left the Allied troops completely drained of supplies, on April 9th, 1942, the combined American and Filipino forces, cornered on the Bataan Peninsula, surrendered to the Japanese. On May 6th, the Japanese began their assault of Corregidor Island, the last Allied stronghold in the Philippines, which fell only a day later. And on June 9th, 1942, the horrors of the infamous Bataan Death March began.
To understand the importance of events that the Filipino and American soldiers endured during the war, a poem written by Frank Hewlett in 1942 captures the struggles that they went through. We are the battling bastards of Bataan. No mama, no papa, no Uncle Sam. No aunts, no uncles, no cousins, no nieces. No pills, no planes, no artillery pieces, and nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a damn. This poem's significance lies in recognizing those who sacrificed themselves during the Battle of Bataan during World War II. This conflict during the Pacific Theater was significant in the sense of where American and Filipino soldiers defended against the Japanese Imperial Army. No mama, no papa, no Uncle Sam symbolizes the hardship of what these soldiers faced in having no reinforcements or equipment to continue the battle. But they still held their own even after facing extreme hardships. This gives us an intense sense of legacy to uphold in our everyday life as an ROTC cadet and a college student. Where there may be times of struggle, we have the power to persevere like the individuals we so proudly call ourselves. In 1989, we were called the Desperado Battalion, but then we changed our name to Bataan Battalion, which is the current name of today. The name change was done in order to pay tribute to the survivors of Bataan and serve as a living memorial. In addition, came the greeting of Remember Bataan and reply being always. The formal ceremony displaying the new Bataan Battalion colors occurred at Fort Selden, New Mexico. In attendance were survivors of the Death March, President Halligan, and the Corps of Cadets. Now we highlight our history ties into our very own Corps by honoring one victim of the Pacific War, Pecos Uvalde Finley. He was an all-star basketball player during his college career while also balancing president of student council and being an Army ROTC cadet. Pecos Uvalde finally graduated in 1939 from NMSU with a degree in animal husbandry. In the fall of 1940, he volunteered for active duty in the Army. As second lieutenant, he was assigned to Fort Lee, Virginia in the 12th Quartermaster Training Regiment. Just as he had on the basketball court, Beckles worked hard to become an outstanding soldier. After training, he volunteered for assignment with the Philippine Scouts, and after a brief homecoming, Beckles went back to the Philippines. After surviving a harrowing defensive struggle and the Bataan Death March, he later died in the concentration camp of O'Donnell. He was in 1942. He was 25 years old. After years of history and remembrance, we still honor those who served in 200th Coastal Artillery by using the Sea Dragon unit crest in our new logo today. This symbolizes the strength and courage these soldiers embodied when faced with hardship, and now we use this logo to carry on their legacy for many years to come.
New Mexico Agricultural Mechanical Arts bore witness to a significant chapter in its history during World War II, as 2,100 former students donned military uniforms. Graduates from the ROTC program at New Mexico AMA, alongside their counterparts from other southwestern universities, were specifically sought after by the U.S. Army for deployment to the Philippines. The Army's preference for these graduates stemmed from their proficiency in Spanish, as their adaptation to tropical climates. In the Philippines, around 1,800 individuals hailing from New Mexico and West Texas actively participated in the war. They were assigned to the 200th Coastal Artillery, a National Guard unit from New Mexico. The 200th Coastal Artillery, originally known as the 111th Cavalry, underwent a significant transformation when, in April 1940, they received orders for deployment and were redesigned to the 200th Coastal Artillery. Their journey continued as, on January 6, 1941, they received active duty orders and commenced training in Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas. Subsequently, in September of the same year, they set sail from San Francisco to Hawaii, only to discover that their destination would be the Philippines.
One of the major contributions that MSU ROTC has done to honor the veterans has been the creation of the Bataan Memorial Death March. It was conceived by a cadet in the program, MSU cadet Ray Pickering, now retired lieutenant colonel, here on the right. He was a senior in 1987 when he thought of the Memorial March to fill a special project for his military science requirements. Pickering thought that dedicating the march to the heroes of Bataan was an appropriate gesture, considering that many of the Bataan soldiers were from the local area. After suggesting the idea to his advisor, Captain Quintana, Pickering was challenged by Quintana to hold a test march just to see if anyone would participate. Quintana told Pickering that if he could get at least 25 cadets to participate in the test march, not only would ROTC host the march in the following spring, but Quintana would also buy Pickering a pizza every month until he graduated. However, if Pickering could not get 25 cadets to do the march, he would owe Quintana a pizza every month until he graduated. The test march took place in December 1987. The route stretched from the Horseshoe on NMSU campus to Baylor Canyon Pass in the Oregon Mountains, spanning about 22 miles, as you can see here on the screen. Even though there were only 24 marchers in the test march, Quintana told Pickering that ROTC would continue to hold the Memorial March. Quintana did, however, hold Pickering to that one pizza a month deal. In 1992, White Sands Missile Range and the New Mexico National Guard joined forces and moved the Memorial March to White Sands, where medical personnel would be on call for the march in case of injuries or dehydration. The first official march was called the Hugh Milton Memorial March. The name was then changed, the Bataan Memorial Death March, once the survivors of Bataan said that they did not mind that the race was named in their honor. Today, the Bataan Memorial Death March is a 26.2-mile march through high desert terrain of the White Sands Missile Range. Teams consist of 5 to 7 people, with at least 5 people crossing the finish line together. The team categories are male light, male military light, male military heavy, female light, female military light, and female military heavy. Originally, the Bataan Memorial Death March was only open to cadets wanting to participate. Now it is open to all military branches, active duty, reserves, National Guard, ROTC, JROTC, retired military and civilian teams, individuals entering either in heavy or light divisions. Military personnel marching in any military category must wear full field gear. Civilians must wear appropriate attire for a road march through the desert, and all marchers entered in the heavy division categories must carry a 35-pound rucksack. The MSU program has always been considered the home team in the march since we are the event's hosts. In 2010, MSU Army ROTC was placed first in the male light category. As you can see here on the screen, we have pictures from Bataan Memorial 2021 and the Bataan Memorial 2022, in which I both participated in. I was entered in the military heavy category seen here on the right and on the right of the 2021 picture. I partook in the Memorial March to honor the fallen veterans of the Battle of Bataan. What started as a 24 cadet-only event has now become a world-renowned marathon, open to anyone wanting to participate. People from all over the world, military and civilian, come to partake in the Memorial March. In 2018, there was a record-breaking 8,471 participants. The Battling Bastards legacy is what we have built our battalion's culture upon, and to this day, we still honor and remember the heroes of Bataan.
The NMSU Army ROTC program stands as a living memorial, breathing life into the profound narrative of Bataan. This historical saga, woven into the fabric of the program, transcends time, connecting the sacrifices of the past to the values and challenges of contemporary leadership. The heartbeat of the program lies in the enduring why, echoing through everyday circumstances, missions, and goals, underscoring the role of leaders in articulating intentions and inspiring others. I found it inspiring to know the diverse backgrounds of the National Guardsmen, from cowboys to college kids, unfold forging an unbreakable bond that sustained them through the trials of the Philippines. This shared purpose, a tapestry woven with threads of tradition, resilience, and sacrifice, resonates with soldiers who joined the National Guard for varied reasons but found a common cause in defending their country. The history of Bataan shows an unwavering commitment to truth, ensuring that the stories of those who suffered are etched into collective memory. The soldiers' resolute why for fighting, their enduring purpose, is a testament to human resilience in extreme adversity. The symbols of the NMSU Army RTC program, from the Sea Dragon Patch to streets, memorials, and documentaries, serve as tangible reminders of Bataan's legacy. For me, this history transcends its chronological confines, weaving into the fabric of my everyday life. Even in the circumstances, the soldiers' unwavering commitment to a shared purpose serves as a guiding light. In navigating challenges, I draw strength from their enduring why, fostering a deep appreciation for the sacrifices made. The Sea Dragon Patch, worn with pride, becomes more than a symbol. It embodies a legacy that inspires resilience, unity, and a profound understanding of the cultural tapestry that defines the RTC journey. The why of remembering in RTC extends far beyond historical commemoration, evolving into a timeless beacon that guides future officers toward honor, unity, and unwavering commitment to a purpose larger than oneself.
Bataan is more than an historical chapter. It is a deeply personal connection that resonates within me as a member of the NMSU Army ROTC program, part of the esteemed Bataan Battalion. This legacy is not just etched into our program's culture, it is a living, breathing entity that shapes our identity. I am proud to say that as a future officer, I will be participating in the Bataan Memorial Death March for the second time very soon. The responsibility to honor the fallen and increase awareness about our profound origins of our name is a sacred duty that I carry with heartfelt dedication. The echoes of the Bataan Death March transcends time, serving as a testament to the spirit of the Filipino and American heroes. The resilience displayed in the face of torture and abuse at the hands of the Japanese soldiers stands as an enduring testament, a guiding force shaping the very essence of our ROTC program. General MacArthur's depiction of Bataan is one of the most decisive battles of the world, encapsulates the gravity of the sacrifices made during that harrowing period. Personally, Bataan is a constant reminder to delve into the profound why factor in every pursuit. It is a clarion call to uncover purpose, particularly in the most challenging moments, echoing the wisdom of seeking our individual why to manifest for greater success. This ethos is not just a philosophy, but a lived reality for our battalion. Manifest is a creation for the Bataan Memorial Death March in 1989. Over the years, the annual tribute has transformed into a global gathering, drawing thousands to come to participate and support. For me, Bataan is a wellspring of inspiration. A compass not only guides us through our shared journey, but also serves as a testament to our strength derived from a sense of purpose and unity. Every step taken in the Bataan Battalion is a step echoing the resilience, courage, and unyielding spirit of those who came before us, making the legacy of Bataan an integral part of who I am and what I stand for.
Bataan isn't just some blip in history. It's a source of profound inspiration that courses through my veins. The actions of the men of the 200th resonate within me, shaping my perspective and causing me to strive for greatness. The significance of their gallant last stand on the Bataan Peninsula extends far beyond the pages of history in its contribution to the Allied victory against the Axis powers. Their epic resilience inflicted a hefty toll on the Japanese invasion forces and delayed the plans of the Empire's war machine. Bataan's rich history vividly portrays the 200th as more than a military unit. It was a brotherhood, a tightly knit family of Hispanic and Indian men who shared not just a common background, but also a language, often communicating in Spanish. This unity, this brotherhood, became the bedrock of their survival and their fighting spirit in the face of unimaginable horrors during those harrowing 3 years in the Pacific. Their story teaches us the importance of unity, culture, and a shared identity in overcoming the darkest of times. Closer to home, the legacy of Bataan resonates in the values of the New Mexico State University ROTC, then Desperado Battalion. The inaugural Bataan Memorial Death March, started in 1988, spans 26.2 miles through the New Mexico high desert. And it is a tribute fueled by the indomitable spirit of the men of Bataan. The success of this memorial march led to our program's adoption of the namesake Battling Bastards of Bataan in 1989, a symbol of honor and respect for those who came before us. The history of the Battling Bastards is not just a tale of valor. It is a reservoir of invaluable lessons for contemporary leaders. As I navigate through life, I find myself drawn to the intense unity, adaptability, and effectiveness fostered by those brave men. It is a call to delicate analysis, critical thinking, and a commonsensical approach in leadership. We must not merely commemorate the past, we should strive to emulate the qualities that made the Battling Bastards legendary. In remembering Bataan, I find not just a history, but a guiding light, urging me to look to the past to shape a better future.
Excellent.
Bataan is such an important culture within our ranks. We took the time to broadcast the cadets' voices from our battalion. Each of our cadets brings a unique perspective to our forefront. Join us as we unravel their personal narratives. The cadets we have before us are Cadet Merritt and Cadet Sanchez.
The New Mexico State University Bataan Battalion is dedicated to recruiting, developing, retaining, and commissioning the future leadership of the Army. With a mission centered on cultivating the skills and attributes essential for effective leadership, the battalion strives to mold individuals into capable and responsible officers. Beyond its military focus, the Bataan Battalion is equally committed to motivating young people to evolve into exemplary citizens. Through a comprehensive approach to training and mentorship, the battalion prepares its members for military service, It instills values that contribute to their broader development as engaged and contributing members of society.
With a storied history spanning over 120 years in Las Cruces, our ROTC program has not only upheld to its original roots, but has cultivated a resilient culture with our cadets and the broader community. From the very inception of their journey in the program, cadets are immersed into the profound history of Bataan, participating in the annual Bataan Memorial Death March and providing an unwavering support during this solemn event. Their tenure in the Bataan Battalion is not just an educational experience, it is a sacred trust. Cadets are not merely instructed, they are entrusted with the responsibility of carrying forward the history of Bataan, becoming living memorials for the brave veterans of the Bataan Death March. As we bring this presentation to a close, let us reflect on the enduring legacy that intertwines the NMSU Army ROTC with the hallowed history of Bataan Death March. Our program, standing strong after more than a century of dedication, epitomizes resilience, honor, and an unyielding commitment to our foundational principles. This journey, delving into the depths of Bataan Death March and its profound impact on the NMSU Army ROTC and the wider New Mexico community, is more than a historical exploration. It is a testament to the sacrifices and heroism that define our program, creating a living, breathing connection that resonates through the corridors of time. We appreciate you for joining us on this reflective exploration of Bataan's enduring significance. Thank you all for attending.
Remember Bataan?
Always.
That includes our presentation.